Okay guys and gals, I'm going to do some headlights here today. I'm going to give you a product list, rundown of what I'm using. We'll get with it and see what I can get done out of these headlights here. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. Manufacturers use different compounds and resins in their headlights. I've had great results on Chrysler products. Haven't done a Lexus. We'll see. Get with it here pretty quick. So I just degreased them, masked them off. You're going to want to mask it off. That way if you brush up against the paint, you don't hurt the paint. Now, I use the Adams Swirl Killer Mini. It's a great machine. I believe it's about $150. You can get that at Amazon, Adams Polishes, detailing.com. Those are three that I frequent. I'm sure you can find it all over. Just type in Adams Swirl Killer Mini. You don't have to buy that polisher, guys. You can use a drill and buy the kit, a drill adapter. You can buy all this stuff, like the adapter, the pads, the backing plates, or interface pads, microfiber towels. Detailing.com sells a lot of this stuff. Here's a rundown of my sandpaper. 320 grit, all the way up to 2000. So when I started doing headlights, I started like 800 grit, I believe, and I used to use Sun Gold sanding discs. They didn't last very long. It was really frustrating. And then I researched GWeld. So these are GWeld discs, reasonably priced. And what I love about GWeld, number one, they have great customer service. Number two, you can pick and choose how many individual discs of each grade of sandpaper, each grit that you want. You don't have to buy a pack of 40. That costs you 40 bucks or whatever. The best on the market is probably the 3M, but 3M is out of this world on price. So to me, my preferred sanding disc, GWeld. Love them. Don't see myself changing away from them. Absolutely great. You have the Lake Country 3-inch force pad that I'm going to try on the plastic. Here is the 3-inch Meguiar's microfiber pad. And then I believe this is a Lake Country polishing pad. And you can get the Lake Country force pads from Detailed Image or Lake Country directly. I know there's many other options. I couldn't find it on Amazon. Detailing.com didn't have the force pad. They have other pads, but I wanted to try a force pad, so I bought this from Detailed Image. The Meguiar's, and I believe this other Lake Country, I believe that's called a CCS pad, you can buy on Detailing.com or Amazon. And today, for a new clear coat, what I'm trying is this 3M wipe. How good will they be? I don't know. That's a game changer for me because I was using Meguiar's spray coating and the GWeld coating. Now the GWeld coating was great. I like it. A little pricey. I don't do enough headlights to justify the cost. So we'll see what these 3M ones do. If one wipe will do the headlight and protect it for 2 years, it's a go-to wipe. I think today I'm going to start with 1200 grit, start a little lighter, work it down, compound it, and see where I'm at. Hopefully this will work. I've tried every variable there is, whether you compound it, you start at 320, do you want to start at 1,800, who knows. I experiment. Today I'm starting at 1200, I'm going to work myself to 2 and then polish. We'll see what happens at that point. I'm going to get busy. Well, just like that, you don't want to do what I just did. So I didn't mask enough. I'll have to polish that piece of paint right there. So I sanded 1200 grit on their nose cone. But I can get that out. It's 1200, nothing big. This clear coat on this lens is pretty trashed, so the 1200 might work. Looks like it's coming off pretty good. We'll see. Surprisingly, that's coming off really easy with the 1200 grit. One thing I have to be careful of is overheating this interface pad. I have had that pretty much glued to a sanding disc before, which at that point is junk. So just watch your heat. I don't have this cranked up very high. It's on speed. Looks like 3. No, looks like 2. Speed 2. So we're not killing it. I'm going to change the disc out. A little bit of clear coat down here that's not coming off. May have to go a little more aggressive. I'm hoping not to, though. Trying to figure out a way to do this, get great results, and not spend half a day in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps. Trying to get it down to 2 or 3 steps. And I'm sure you guys that are pros can probably do this in 2 steps. Not a pro. I'm a garage guy, right? Like to experiment with products and make cars look good. So, what are you gonna do? I want to bring you in and show you this. I've had this happen on a couple of headlights. I don't know if it's too hot, if I'm overworking the area, or what causes it. It'd be nice to know so I could prevent it. But you see that browning right here? It's like, I don't know, it looks like a scab actually. It's happening here too. I think that's where my pad's getting clogged. And when you're sanding, creating too much heat, and it just like glues itself to the lens. I'm not sure on that. Like some feedback on that if you guys know. Help a guy out, would you guys? Give me a comment here. I don't know what that is. So what I'm gonna do is change out my disc one more time and get rid of that, because that's normally how I get rid of it, changing a pad or disc. And then I'm gonna go to compounding. Hey, if I could do 1200, 1500 compound seal and be done, that'd be great. One thing I think I need to do though is wipe this lens. It could be too much buildup of dust and garbage on the lens, rolling it around, just creating heat, and kind of marrying it to the lens, right? Maybe. This is just water. Do a light cleanup real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna hit those 2 areas right there. Hopefully it'll clean up. Usually it does with the new sanding disc. Bam, just like that, gone. Do another quick cleanup. Then I'm gonna move on to 1500 and do some wet sanding. These are actually cleaning up kind of nice, but they were kind of tattered and very yellow, right? So very overdue. I think the older the original coating is, the easier it is to clean up. It's a theory. I'm not a pro again, it's just a theory. So this is a GWeld 1500 grit, guys and gals, 1500. Do some wet sanding. Then I'm going to compound. Sorry about the delay, guys. Forgot to get my compounds out of the cabinet. So, put my compounds down here so when it's time, we can make it happen. Here we go, wet sanding. Probably 2 or 3 passes like this, then compounding. Pretty good. Except the sling I'm gonna have to clean up later. Probably have to wash the car. That's terrible. You know what? That looks doable right there. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the compounding phase. When I say compounding, I'm gonna use CSI ceramics polish. It's not a compound, but it cuts like a compound. A lot easier on the paint or the lens. Watch Tom's CSI video on the plexiglass he did before SEMA. It's pretty impressive. So I'm gonna run this probably like everything else. I run on speed 3 or 4. Yeah, we'll crank this up to 3. See what I can get out of this. The only problem with microfiber pads, this is the Meguiar's microfiber pad. Detailing.com or Amazon.com. Thing about detailing.com, you can call down there and they'll help you get what you need if you don't know. Only thing I don't like about microfiber is this, they clog. So is it too much polish? I've tried a dollop to 5 dollops, still gonna clog. Looking pretty good. Just gotta clean and keep going. May have to do this twice. So I'm going to wipe that and then show you guys something, try to bring you in close, see if you can see this. use water sometimes. It just seems easier to get off, especially with the CSI product. It's water-based, right? I'm not sure you're going to be able to see this, but in this lens here, you can see all the fine cracks. That's something I'm not going to be able to get out. That's a bad lens, right? So this is how far we've come. That, sorry, to that. Not done yet. Just keep working it and see. I'm going to have to wash the car though before I put the new 3M coating on from my lovely wet sling that's all over the hood now. I'm going to switch over to a polishing pad. Same polish, CSI Ceramics. Stuff is very versatile. Give it a shot. If you don't like it, then you can go down the Meguiar's, the Adams, 3D, Sonax, Rupes. There's so many polishes out there. You can't go wrong with any of them, but this will save you time and money, I'm telling you. Still working speed 3. I like to brush down a lot, especially on headlights. You're basically picking up little particles of that headlight, so I like to get it off there. I'm assuming that you can overwork that and create damage to the lens. Looking really good. Probably one of the quickest headlight cleanups I've ever done. And I think it has partially to do with how bad the clear coat was. A lot of sun damage. Now CSI, you can pick this up at CSI Polishes or CSI Polish or Amazon. I forget the price. It's like $35 for a 32 ounce or $40 for a 32 ounce. And I've done, I think, 3 sets of headlights, a motorcycle, and a hood with this, which is probably 5 ounces. You decide. You want to have one polish, change out the pad, have good results, or do you want to do a compound a heavy polish compound, or a light cutting compound, then a polishing, then a finishing, then a sealant. I don't know. Some great products out there, guys, but they'll kill your pocketbook. Honestly, I'm going to call that good. I could finish down with a finishing polish. I don't think this lens is ever going to be perfect, simply because of age. It still has a little bit of a dingy look to it, slightly. But the lens is also cracking. I mean, I can see it. You probably can't pick it up. There's tons of cracks in the lens. The lens is bad. You can't fix that. So, from this to this, something you can do with CSI, 2 or 3 pads and 2 or 3 grits of sandpaper, guys. You can pick all this stuff up online. CSI polishes, Adams polishes, Amazon, detailing.com. Remember the GWeld sanding discs. Very affordable, very durable, awesome. Love them. Okay, give me some subscribes and some comments. Let's keep this going, guys. Thank you.